Hello students, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jagdeep. In this video series we are learning about supply. In our previous video we talked about highly inelastic supply. In this video we shall learn about perfectly elastic and perfectly inelastic supply. So without wasting any time further, let's get started. When we talk about perfectly elastic supply, this is a situation when there is infinite supply at a particular price. It means that whatever the price in the market prevails, at that price all the sellers are willing to offer everything that they have in stock. It also means that with a slight fall in the price, the supply would become zero. So if the situation prevails in a given market, we would say that there is perfectly elastic supply in the market. Under this situation, PES is equal to infinity. Alright, let's take a look at how a diagrammatic representation of perfectly elastic supply would look like. Now in this diagram, we have price on the y-axis, quantity supplied in units on the x-axis. When we talk about perfectly elastic supply, we will have a supply curve which is horizontal and parallel to the x-axis like this. Let me name this curve as the supply curve. And when we talk about the slope of this curve, it is a horizontal, or you could say parallel to x-axis. This means that PES here is equal to infinity. Let us say this price is $3. Even a slight fall in price from $3 would render the supply equal to 0. This is what a perfectly elastic supply would look like. Now there's one more thing that generally we are supposed to write when we are writing this from an examination point of view, that this is a theoretical situation. Okay, let me write down somewhere over here. I'll write down here. It's a theoretical situation. It implies that we generally don't get to see this behavior from the sellers in the real world scenario. Students, if you find this video helpful, you could also support my work and you could use the super thanks button just below the video. Your support would help me keep creating free and high quality content for students just like you. Every help means a lot to me. Thank you. Let's move on forward to perfectly inelastic supply. So when we talk about perfectly inelastic supply, this is a situation when the supply of good does not, we need to remember, does not change with a change in price. So if you are supposed to put it in simple layman language, whatever be the change in price, the supply of the commodity would not change. That makes the value of PES, which is price elasticity of supply, equal to 0. Let's take a look at how this would look like on a graph. So here again we have price on the y-axis and quantity supplied on the x-axis. Now when we are drawing price inelastic supply, the supply curve would be a vertical curve parallel to the y-axis, somewhat like this. Alright, let me name it S. Now when we say the supply would not change, let us say the quantity is Q and the price is P. So if the price goes up, there is no change in the quantity, or if the price falls, there is again no change in the quantity that is offered for sale. So the quantity offered for sale, that is supply, does not change whatever be the change in price. Just like perfectly elastic supply, this too is a theoretical situation. Let me write it down somewhere over here. This is also a theoretical situation. Now why do we call it theoretical situation? Because this kind of behavior is generally not observed in the real world scenario. What is the slope of the curve here? The slope of the curve is vertical, or you could say parallel to y-axis. Alright, with this we finished all the 5 types of price elasticities of supply. Students, if these videos helped you, imagine what we can do together in a one-on-one session. I tutor students online in IGCSE, A-levels and IB Economics. You can check the link in description. or you could simply DM me on the number displayed on the screen. Also, if you find learning through long videos daunting, you could follow me over my Instagram channel where you could learn a lot of these concepts in smaller duration. Alright students, I'll meet you in another video with another topic. Until then, bye now. Take care.